Okay, I think it looks good now. Not seeing any of the weird shearing or anything anymore. So I think we'll call it good there. Um, yeah, so if you were watching the other leg from Telluride, Montrose, and then Montrose to Grand Junction, sorry you had to witness that awful lag. It didn't seem like it was that bad, but when I was like moving my view around and stuff, I wasn't really focused on looking at the stream or anything, so rip. Alright. What are we looking at here? 2999 for the altimeter. Dial that in now. That's actually significantly different than Montrose. And props forward, mixtures forward, throttles up a little bit. Let's pull it down. There's the battery. Throw the alternator on. That was rude. In avionics are off. The battery's good. Enough in there. Derp. I didn't select a fuel tank again. There we go. So good. Let's get the full prop in there. And let's get the mixture on there-ish, and let's pull the throttle back. Guessing, yeah. It would be kind of cool if, oh, and so it didn't save, like, anything from my state last time. I don't know if it saved. Let's take a look at, not that, not that. Yeah, I don't think I saved anything from my state last time, which is kind of disappointing. Oh well. We'll make sure we're full fuel. Auto fuel switch. No, we're gonna leave that off. And I got the dirty windshield. Oh, fancy. You can turn off like the glass reflections and stuff. Turn it back on. Dome light. I can also just come up here and be gone with you. Okay. Alrighty. I hate the black screens. I don't know how to fix that. So if there's like some magical way for me to keep it from black screening like that every time I open my or switch windows, let me know. Apparently don't click that. What am I doing? Okay, that was alright. Don't click that unless you want to reset everything. On. Don't like you. Turn off. Prop full forward. Mixtures around 50-ish. Throttle forward. Fuel tank selected. Forget that one. And alright, we'll do it right. Fuel pump, fuel pressure, and yep. Pull back to maintain around 1,000. There we go. So you have the flight computer, which tells you all sorts of stuff that you need to know if you want to take a look at that. Here's our checklists. Yes, that's down. Yes, that's set. Avionics are off, but we're about to turn them on. They were, okay, well, we're already here. We already did that. So, we already did that. Now... Okay, taxi area is clear, of course. We're not gonna release the parking brake yet. But we'll get to that stuff. Okay, let's get this back on. And let's get that to standby. We're doing VFR, so we're gonna keep squawking 1200. 1200? 1200. Alright. I am gonna pull this back over so that we can look at what we were talking about last time. But since I'm gonna have to delete that VOD and everything, I'll just be like doing it all over again, so that's fine. So here is our plan. Originally I started over here at Telluride, flew to Montrose, that's not Montrose, flew to Montrose, and then flew up here to Grand Junction. So now that we're here in Grand Junction, we're going to fly 90 miles northwest to Vernal. Then we're going to fly 100 miles, apparently southwest, because, you know, reasons, to Provo. Then we're going to keep just making our way, and then our legs are going to get longer, 210, then almost 200, then 300. Then back down to 200. I don't know how many we'll get through today, but this should be the beginning of kind of an around-the-world journey that we're going to do in this plane. Yeah. 90 miles is a pretty short hop. It'd probably end up being a little bit, maybe an hour and a half-ish, you know, just to finish preparing the plane. Let's look over our charts and everything, take off, fly out there. We're just pretty much gonna do, well, I mean, we can do that. We can come down here to the Grand Junction VR. Did it put it? No, I did not. Okay, well, so for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this out. We know we're going to Kville next, so I'm gonna go ANC and V391. Cool. That's easy enough. The Grand Junction, gonna head southwest to the VOR, and we'll take Victor 391 through all the intersections up to the VEL VOR, and then straight to vernal. So I'm going to go ahead and tune JNC into nav2, and then vernal into nav1. So our frequency there, 112.4. So here we go, 112.4. And then for vernal, we're looking at 108.2. We'll come nav1, go 108.2, switch it over. There we go. Okay, we don't have it right now, but if we head 323 degrees from junction VOR, so that's 321, 2, 3. That should put us right on track for it. We just have to get to the VOR first. I'm going to put it in as our flight plan as well, because we're cool like that. We're cool like that. I don't know. Clear that out. Yes. Clear that out. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go KGJT-2. Was it JNC? Yet. November. Charlie. Yep. Now from here, can I do Victor 391? Victor, I don't know if I can put airways in here. I know you can on the GTN. Okay, well, I know the airway's just straight to vernal, so we'll just do it. So it's Victor, Echo, Lima, vernal. And then we will be Kilo Victor, Echo Lima. Wow, I just scrolled right past that one. Yep, perfect. And that will be it. And we can scroll back up. And procedures, select approach. GPS approach. Do that. And we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do load. Okay, so now our GPS is all tuned in for that one. I want to activate that one. What? Yeah, there we go. There we go. What are we looking at? I don't know, 50 miles. 235. That's also, oh, it's not gonna let me do that here. Oh, fine. I wanted to see if I could, on the actual 530, you can mess with a bunch of other options, but I guess this won't let me. I wish the Flight 1 530 and GTN worked in X-Plane. I bought them for P3D, but don't have them here. Sucks. Okay. Gyro 118. Yep, you're off, of course. 20. We'll come back. There, 2 degrees. Okay. Now that's like 290. You're gonna need to be 300, 310. Looks like 323. And then you need to be the other way. That green dot down there needs to be at 323. There's 330, there's 320, 1, 2, 3 degrees. Okay. Altimeter. And I already looked up the METAR, 2999. Do we have that kind of? Yeah, 299. And over here, we set it as well, so we're good. 112.4. That's the Grand Junction, so we're gonna go 108.2 on this guy. 108.2. So unfortunately, we don't have. So it'll show us how far we are, how long it's gonna take us, how fast we're going, etc. Or yeah, how fast we're going, how long it's gonna take us. Okay. Let's go ahead and we said 323 degrees. Bug. I'll scroll. I should have gone the other way. Scroll. 310, 320, 1, 2, 3 degrees. Okie dokie. We're gonna try to maintain 7,500. The minimum safe and right altitude is gonna be 11,800 for this sector. That's 2,000 feet above. Maybe we'll sit around 10,000. Alright. Okay, lights on. Any collision lights on. I think that's actually the strobe. I can't remember what that is. Oh, that's my instrument lights. Okay. Do our little run up here. Brakes are still in. 2,000 RPM. Like the spark plugs. Left. RPM drop, good. Right. About the same. Cool. Let's pull out the mixture. Figure out where peak is. Wow, really? Got run hot, huh? Peak goes all the way up there. We're gonna wanna put that in there, and then we're gonna pull the prop out. Make sure we get RPM drop, yep. No. Bar beater? Need that. Alright. I gotta figure out. So we want. Yeah, we'll do an intersection takeoff. We'll come out, go there, go there, go there, take off. Exterior is clear. Parking brake is released. Throttle already applied a little bit. I already forgot. Oh, we're going this way. Yep, see my strobes are on. Okay, steering's good. Didn't do a flight controls check. I'll do that real quick. Steering's good. Brakes. Brakes work. Okay, yep, okay. Goes left, right. I see my shadow. Ooh. Pull up. Pull down. And before we take off, I need to... I'll tab back out and... Yep. Have to pull up OBS, make sure we're not lagging too bad. I should get world traffic going. We have traffic. I'm not using ATC, so I don't know how much that matters. I mean, it matters because it's nice. It looks nicer, right? Windsock. Windsock's next plane will actually work, right? Grand Junction's kind of weird. The way its runways intersect at their ends. It's neat, I suppose. So you actually come onto this runway, make a turn. Okay, here we go. Landing lights to on, collision lights on, mixture full forward, prop full forward, and throttle, and listen to that turbo spool. Are already up. Take off the flaps. Level. Not level, but that way. Throttle back out a little bit. Pull the prop out, get down to around 2300 is probably good. Gotta keep that airspeed up. Transponder on. There we go. I'm just gonna follow GPS until we hit the VOR, then we'll make the turn and follow our radios for the GPS. Register repeat heat on too. Good job. We've got about 4,000 feet to climb. Not really, 10 miles. VOR. Is VOR on a hill? Huh. That would, well, I guess that makes sense. Because if it's down in the valley, then you won't be able to pick it up if you're further far away, right? That makes sense that it would be on the hill. Alright, 900 feet a minute. How are we doing on... Yeah, we need to... That's with the mixture. Pull the mixture out. as fun as that would be. Okay. So, probably let this get down to 20 pounds now. Or 20 gallons. Probably let it get down to around 15, switch to tanks. So we're not getting too imbalanced either way. Hopefully 5 gallons won't make that big of a difference. I guess we'll see it if we start like leaning way too much to the right and we can't trim it out very easily. There we go. Alright, manifold pressure, we're sitting at around 34? 2300 RPM. So our fuel flow, we're at 9 gallons an hour. It's not bad. Go. Oh, once we're up at 10,000, we'll be able to pull the mixture out a little bit more. Get a little bit better on the fuel flow and get going faster. So right now we're only doing 120 miles, 9 gallons. Probably bring the landing lights off. It's pretty much just monitoring. About 4 miles from JNC. I wonder if we can see it. I think it would be like on this hill somewhere. Be like right over here. I don't even remember what I was looking at over there. Yeah, so I know on the actual ENS you should be able to get terrain in here. It's kind of a bummer that the default X-Plane one doesn't have that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fly kind of a little bold pattern kind of thing around this. Don't think it's actually in the world. I'm sure some of them are. I know I've seen them before in wait. No, that's just a tree. I got excited. I thought that was it. Not beam it yet, anyways. Maybe I was looking in the wrong place. Where is that VOR? Where could it be? Should probably stop looking for that and actually fly, huh? Alright, 9,000 feet, 1,000 to go. Should basically be right over it. Be like right there somewhere. I don't know. I prefer to do my flight controls check in the air. $86 to go. Oh, it's down there by the lake. Oh, where it is. The lake looks really bad. Too far. $500 to go. I think the stream's doing better this time. Glancing over and looking at it. I don't actually have Twitch or YouTube up. I have the chats up, but I don't have the videos up, so. If it's bad again, let me know. Okay, what? Might be too close to it. Another thing that's really cool about the NS is you'll actually get like roads and stuff. But default X-Plane doesn't have it. A little bit higher than level off. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. Come on, let's go. Come on. Better. A little more, a little more, a little more. Close enough. There we go, now we're actually kind of on the VR. On that track. A little bit faster though. We're looking here. Good turn this way. Oh, there we go, and the vernal one just lit up too. Perfect. So what would be ideal is if I could get both of these to be in line. There, should be good. Man, one thing that's really hard about flight sims compared to like actually flying is situational awareness. Because to me, in the flight sim right now, it looks like my nose is pointing down, so I have a tendency to want to pitch up. But if I look at my instruments, artificial horizon is pointing down a little bit, but I'm actually gaining altitude. And a little bit of that's probably due to the throttle settings. Might be how fast I'm going. Might have something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe the wing shape of the Piper too. I don't know. But I'm just gonna trim for vertical speed indicator. this fuel. Because once it gets down another 2 pounds or 2 gallons or so, I'm going to switch over to the other tank. Lean out a little bit. Too much. Okay, I guess we were good there. Gallons. I'm so used to flying bigger planes. It's like, oh, hey, 800 pounds of fuel an hour. No problem. 8 gallons an hour. Alright. A little bit off course here. Back around this way. Once we get these lined up, I'll probably tune my heading. And, well, let's just try it now, actually. Yeah, autopilot's gonna turn and dip the nose a little bit, that's fine. But now we can see why minimum safe en route altitude was 11,600. If we were down at 9,000, we might run into one of these. Alright, let's try to get back on track. It's good to know how to use your radio navigation stuff. Not rely on your GPS all the time. And the GPS is a wonderful tool. Yes. GPS is a wonderful tool. But what do you do if it fails? Well, you need to know how to use your other instruments. Turn it down a little bit more. Oil temperature's good. Fuel pressure's good. Let's just switch tanks. And we'll do altitude recording. And we're nearly level. Or they did climb up to 10.6. That's fine. Was it 11.8, I think, was minimum? Since we're good on visuals today, though, I'm not worried about that. Alright, let's play with the oil thing some more. Yes. That is highly entertaining for me. "27 minutes to go." I like this plane in X-Plane a lot more. I did it dumb though. So when I bought it for P3D, I grabbed it. I grabbed the Aero 3 and the Turbo Aero package, and then when I got this, I didn't get the regular Aero 3 package. I need to contact Just Flight and see if I can unbugger that. Yeah. This aircraft approved for night IFR non-icing flight when equipped in accordance with FAR 91 or FAR 135. Airplane must be operated as a normal category airplane in compliance with the operating limitations stated in the form of placards, markings, and manuals. Turn off strobe lights when in close proximity to ground or during flight through cloud, fog, or haze. That's so you don't blind yourself. Landing checklist. Fuel remaining when the quantity indicators read 0 cannot be used safely in flight. Well, yeah, your fuel's reading 0. Terrain is very, very pretty out here, though. I like it. How are we doing? 60 miles out. 150 knots according to that. Oh, which is right on that. Hey, I like this a lot better than the P3D one. I mean, the P3D one's also good, but I feel like, I don't know if it's just X-Plane is a better environment for it, or if they, like, did something different with the X-Plane version. There's something about it in X-Plane that's just better. It'd be cool if I could close the curtains, though. A hat shelf? I thought we had a white dome light. Yeah, we have a white dome light. But I can't turn that one on. So I was messing around with this last night a little bit. And of course, I was doing real time. And one thing that I really like that they added is a flashlight kind of effect. When you get in the plane and the dome light's off and everything, the area around your cursor is lit up. That's something I always hated in pretty much every other plane is, like, if in real life you can feel for something. Say, if you know where something is, you know, you're familiar enough with the plane, you can be like, oh, okay, I know the emergency lights are here and the dome lights are here, and flip those switches by feel. Or you'd bring a frickin' flashlight with you. So, it's cool that they kind of implemented their own flashlight. I really, really like that. It definitely made finding everything I needed to last night easier. I kind of knew everything was, but yeah. Oh, I don't want to climb, I want to descend a little bit. I'll get back down to 10,000. Come on down. The reflections in the glass are slower than the terrain, which is weird looking. It's amazing how much better X-Plane's default GNSs compared to P3Ds. FSXs, I guess. Just leaps. I can barely use the FSX P3D one. It's so garbage. But in this, you can do a full flight plan, everything. I mean, it's missing some features, like I've said. It'd be nice if I could get terrain on it. It'd be nice if I could get like the roads and stuff. And I know that in the Flight 1, that's part of the Garmin dataset. I don't know how they did. I don't know how they'd implement it in here. Off track again. Should be able to turn to 323 now, though. Alright, so now we're at 10,500, about 50 miles out. Once I get a little bit more on track, I'm going to switch over, we'll pull up the approach charts, and look at what we're dealing with. Oh, that was not nice. Nice little gust of wind. Kind of scared me. I was like, just all of a sudden, BAM! Made us climb a lot too. Let's keep going down. I'd have to guess that those were the tallest mountains there, for this area. (10-4). And 3. A little bit further. Okay, we can probably level off here. Alright, we actually sped up a little bit. Oh, no. Guess we haven't. The wind changed. Less of a tailwind, I guess. Alright, keep an eye on that fuel. Fuel pressure's good. RPMs are good. Manifold pressure's fine. Pumps are fine. We are descending again, so let's come up. Ever so slightly. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so let's pull up Sim Vector, Sky Vector again. Let's take a look at Vernal. Okay. Fuel is cheaper than it was in Grand Junction. Not that we simulate that. Although maybe I should. Maybe I should, like, keep a log of how much fuel I use between each airport and my hours. It'd be kind of fun. What am I doing? Alright, so here's our instrument approaches. VR for runway 35. It's a vernal VOR. So using three, two, two. Miles for vernal approach fix. Okay, and the vernal is the final approach fix. We should get that, and we'll be on. Oh, okay, there's the airport. 329 to come in. Very interesting. Okay, so before we get to the vernal VOR, we want to be at 6,400. But 7 miles out, the VOR, we want to be at 8,000. Basic altitude 3,900, 10,200. That's why. And some. That's that. Yeah. Alright. .7 miles. And 3 degrees all the way down. Well, not there, that's 3.5 degrees. Okay. Runway at 7,000. No, airport at 5284. Runway 2, which is what we already have tuned. Just approach, climb to 6,000. Right turn, heading 180. Come up, and on the 142 radial, back to Ensign. Right. How are we doing? Descending again. 36 miles out. So when we're 9 miles out, we need to be at 8,000. I want to climb a little bit. We're still basically on the right heading. It looks like we got a little bit off though from Grand Junction. That's aight. Aight. It's aight. Plane is really pretty. Just a cool looking plane. Next plane does such a good job with the metal fuselage and everything. Wouldn't it be cool if you could close those shades? That is a lot of down trim. Seems like. Assuming it's a full... Oh, there's some more wind shear. I'm not sure if it's an actual elevator trim or a stabilizer trim. Maybe it's just a elevator trim. The stabilizer definitely has a lot of, like, I feel like it's pointing down a lot. Fortunately, the terrain around here is pretty bland. Just kind of brownish. Yup. Alright, let's get... Was it I forgot what the airport's called. KVEL? Yes. Sorry for the black flashing. Blame X-Plane. Nothing is my fault ever. Alright. Altimeter is going to be 299.7. Winds 100 at 3. Okay, let's pull that. We want to go... What? Like, I didn't close it. Oh, you know what? It's over here. Oh, not that. We want that. Okay. Let's go back. And let's... a little bit obnoxious that we don't have a airport layout chart. We just have the instrument approaches and minimums. But I guess on here it says 3.5. Winds are from 1.7. What are other approaches? No, they're all just 35. Okay, so 35's it. There's the other runway here, but maybe we could just do a visual onto that one. Is that gonna be like 8 and 2.7 ish? 8 and 2.6. Maybe we'll do that. We'll get to the VOR and then we'll see what it looks like. Once we hit that, we might actually swing around to the left and do a, well, I guess we should go right, do a left base. We'll see what it looks like. It's 3 knots. That's not a... It's a tiny crosswind anyways. Okay, I love this in the Metar. Automated observation with no human augmentation. There may or may not be significant weather present at this time. Great. We're getting a little low, it looks like. Oh, hey, look. Our missed approach stuff is coming on now. Right, I'm on autopilot. Let's tune the heading up for there-ish. So I think it's gonna be on the other side of these hills. Oh, I want to come up a little bit higher. That's one nice thing about like having that Garmin data is I could be looking at the GPS and see the terrain. I mean, I can go and look at the chart too. Not the chart, the this thing. Nope, it's gonna be before the hill. So we should be, I don't know, here-ish? Okay. So it'll be before that. We're probably looking... Yeah, so there's the river, it looks like. Oh, is that it? I think that's it, right there. There's the runway. This is my binoculars, by the way. My, like, 1,000 times binoculars. That looks like it was it. Looks runway-y. Okay. So actually, we can descend. Let's actually get on that, and let's get down to about 8,000. Or 18 miles out. We just descended a couple hundred feet a minute. 7 minutes. That's... Yeah, about there. Nope, too much. No, stop coming back up. There we go. Be nice to have a realistic trim wheel or something, because right now it's just like buttons on my joystick. Like, oh, do I hit it 3 times? 5 times? I feel like with the little wheel, it'd be easier just to spin it, and it'd feel more organic. Alright, we're looking for 8,000 by 7 miles. Or 8,000 by 9 miles. Actually, I'm gonna pull the throttle back a little bit here. But we can't go below 8,000. At the DME, we need to be at 6,000. Or at the VO. Yeah, ward me. Hey, McFaddy. Yes, I'm really enjoying this plane. Okay, 12.5 miles. 8600. Okay, we still need to go down a little bit. Still looking for that river. Yeah, and the thing with jumbos is, you know, you get in them and the procedural part of it is fun, but as soon as you, like, from 1,000 feet to 1,000 feet, it's autopilot. I mean, that's not always true, but it is. It's more fun actually, like, flying. I've been sitting here trimming the whole time and actually manually managing my descent and everything, and it's a much better experience. And X-Plane just does such a good job with that. Like, I don't love GA in Prepared, but in X-Plane it's awesome. Okay. I'm gonna just refresh this. It's 18, so we don't have a new Metar. And do we have the airport yet? Super zoom binoculars, go! Do they have the other runway? Yeah, they do. The aerodynamics, I feel funky. I actually have this plane in P3D as well, and it flies a lot better in X-Plane, I feel like. I'm not sure I can really explain it. It's just something that feels a little bit off. I know that probably sounds really weird, but... Oops, we are too low. I don't think it's easier. As for realistic, I have maybe 3 hours in a plane in real life. So... I can't 100% vouch for that. To me, it feels more realistic. Yeah, that's certainly a problem. And even in like high wind conditions, it still feels kind of off. It doesn't behave like I'd expect it to. In X-Plane, I feel like I get more of a reaction. I can see the reaction. Even with like a good camera add-on like Chase Plane that moves with the GFX and stuff. I don't have one for X-Plane, but I still feel like my plane reacts to everything more organically. That's how I'm gonna explain it, I guess. Alright, make sure autopilot's out. Go full there. Oh, shut up. I'm actually gonna swing her out this way. Wish I had an HSI. So one, and I actually feel this way about some of the big jets too. I have a lot of problems with the CRJ, the Aerosoft CRJ in Prepared. I feel like it has really weird, like, I don't know what the right term for it is, but the way I think of it is like almost like a slip stall behavior. Or when you go into a bank, if you don't provide enough rudder input, the airplane will just keep flying straight but banked for a certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden it will just fall through, the nose will just fall. It's like a stall, but like from the side. It's I don't know, but like thinking about that aerodynamically, that somewhat makes sense, but also not, just because of the way that the nose and the fuselage is shaped. If you start banking, it is gonna push it down, the nose down a little bit, and as you bank, the lower wing's gonna increase in drag, and so it'll kind of pull the airplane into a turn, and it doesn't do that. And maybe that's a failure of the CRJ, because I haven't really experienced that in a lot of other planes. Got it a little bit in Captainson 757. I don't think I've ever experienced it in the smaller planes. Most of the GA stuff I fly in prepared is the A2A stuff, which I wish they had stuff for X-Plane, because their stuff is just awesome. There's our airport. That is a tiny... Okay. Well, we can land on that. That's narrow. It's gonna be fun. I think the only Cub I've flown was the default one. And not my favorite plane. But I can see the appeal. Especially, I never took it up like bush flying. I think it'd be really fun to take it like through Norway or up in Alaska. Is the A2A one like on par with their 172 and Comanche and 182? Line up, following this road. One of the things that I really like about like the A2A 172 and well, yeah, the A2A stuff is that they did a really good job modeling like the engine, not just the electronics, but the engine and wear and everything like that, and their flight models. Where are we looking? I should probably turn my landing lights on, and probably turn my fuel pump on. Alright, there's our airport. The runway's kinda weird. There it is. So small. Alright, let's pull our gear. Oh, that wind sound. Alright. Let's get down a little bit further. Go ahead and start that turn. This is where it would be awesome to have track IR or VR. That's a steep bank, that's fine. Airspeed. I need to get, yeah. The best thing I've done so far was get a HOTAS. I used to fly with a long time ago, but Logitech 3D Pro wingman thingy. And it was fine, but the HOTAS just makes such a difference. I'm sure that the track IR is kind of similar. I couldn't ever go back to a small joystick like that. Oh, we're fast and we're high. Oh, and that's also not the runway. That's the runway. Okay, well, we're gonna go missed. Good job, me. A little bit, well, I knew that the runway was short and narrow, and so I thought that was it. Because that's short and narrow. I probably could have landed on that. That would have been interesting. But no, that was not it. That's okay though. Oh, I love that turbo sound. So amazing. So as far as the HOTAS goes, having more buttons. Probably the biggest thing is throttle control. It's so much easier to control the throttle on so I have a Cytec, however you want to pronounce that, X52, is now Logitech. X52 Pro, and the range of motion on the joystick is a lot more, on the throttle's a lot more, and it comes out farther, so you still have more range of motion. Words are escaping me. I'm thinking about my turn. Okay. Don't line up with that. There's a road there. We're gonna be to the right of that road. There's an approach road to the airport. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'd love to have a yoke and rudder. At the same time, like, the more I read about them also, I kind of am just like, I'm happy with what I have. So unless you're willing to spend a lot of money, I guess they're not great. And, yeah, they're cumbersome and big and etc., etc. But it would be kind of nice to have that more, add that realistic aspect in too. And I've got to imagine that it's also a little bit easier to control. You know, I was set up really nicely for that road. I should have just landed on it. I mean, you could, like, one hand on the joystick for rudder and one hand on the yoke for everything else. Alright, here we go. Not that road. I don't... That's a lot of bank. I'm gonna go for that road. Pull it out a little bit. That road ends there. But it probably translates to... nothing. second. Nope. Nope. That's it right there. Alright. I almost went for a road again. Well, okay, this time I almost went for one of the two things that was on the far right. Okay, now we can gear out. Oh, I'm not too slow. Shut up. Let's do more flaps. Man, those trees are like right where I want to go. I guess that would probably be a little bit too steep though. We're gonna buzz them. Don't want to land in the trees. Maybe I can just like get my propeller to shave off like a few branches. Yeah, they need to trim those trees. We're gonna miss the... that's gonna be rough. Oh, that's gonna be flooded. Oh, no, that was alright. Oh, that's the wrong way. We don't want to go off the runway. A plane. Yeah. I don't think the insurance company for the planes would be too happy about that, though. We're gonna have to do a turnaround, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay. Here. Power slide. Oh, not quite. Oh, what are you gonna... I mean, but... you won't really have a plane anymore, and if you want to get another plane... I mean, I don't know. Planes are expensive, man. But we avoided the trees anyways, so... For now, it's not a problem. I didn't see a taxiway... Oh, that's taxiway. Looking around before crossing one runways is lame, so we're not going to. I think we just need to cut down those two trees that are right there. Okay. Where should I park? I'll just drive over here. We'll park next to... I don't know. Need to look at my fuel and see if we need... I don't think we do. We're good. We need to switch tanks, though. Alright. Don't look. This is totally legit. How everyone parks planes. Nope, that was a normal noise. Alright, there we go. No. Parking brake. Thank you. There's no ATC. I don't even think there's a tower here. Oh, I forgot to turn off my strobe lights. Boop. Doop. Doot, 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 doot. Nope. Nope, no tower. Okay. The chat doesn't lie. I have the logs. Okay, so we are now down in something. Where did I land? That's not what I wanted. That's what I want. I landed in Vernal. That's where we went. All right, so we went to Vernal. I forgot where I wanted to go after that. I think we were gonna go to Provo. Right there. That's a really short hop. We're gonna do Cavel. And we're gonna do Windover maybe? How far is that? What is that? K-E-N-V? Take you out. Really? Oh, 200 miles. Not bad. Let's go look at this. Let's see, how should we get there? We can go Vernal to Mighton. What is that? That's Fairfield. Oh, get rid of KN. Thank you. Then well, there's not really another good one. I guess we'll just go direct to Bonneville. Oh, and then Wendover's right there. What? Okay, Vector, what are you doing? Okay, Vector, why? Oh, that's FFU. Okay, so now we're gonna go. There's Bonneville, then to Wendover. Okay, that'll be alright. That's 2 hours. 2 hours and 32 minutes. 232 miles. I'm gonna be awesome and not plan my fuel and assume that I have enough. Battery back on. Yeah, we've got 30-ish gallons. That'll be plenty. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Famous last words. Okay. So I should already have. What time is it? It shouldn't have changed. Nope, 299 or 7. I did not set that before I landed because I'm a fantastic pilot. Fumes. Yeah, barely, but hey, if we have to glide the last, mile or so, we'll be fine. Just make sure we maintain altitude and then glide in. Oh, and remember, fuel remaining when the quantity indicators read 0 cannot be used safely in flight. Okay. Swapped tanks. Checklists are for sissies. And let's see, what's that? VEL was here. 108.2. I could turn the battery off. This. Okay, that's 108.2, that's there. And that's gonna be 230 from that's 230 and This way. Okay. Altimeters are set. Now that the engine has just gotten turned off, let's turn it back on. My throttle is definitely freaking out there. I think that's the right lights, because the other one, no, those are the strobes. That's the right lights. Okay. I don't know what that hissing noise is. It's a little annoying. I just forgot what I was doing. No idea. Okay. Well, I knew I was starting my plane, but I was thinking there was something else I wanted to do, like... I don't know. I think the fuel's gonna be close. Because in cruise, I think we were burning about 8 gallons an hour. And, well, it should only be an hour and 20 minutes or so. I don't know, we'll see. Let's put the flight plan in the GPS. I suppose. Is there like an easier way to clear the entire flight plan? Delete flight plan. Yes, there is. I removed the light bulbs from the annunciator. Wahaha. I didn't actually, but maybe I should. Who needs annunciators? Victor Echo Lima. Nope, not Victor Alpha Orange. Go. Yep, Victor Alpha Echo Lima. And then Mike Tango Uniform. Right? It's like, if something was like gonna go so horribly wrong that the enunciator needed to tell me, I'd probably already have an idea what was going wrong. Probably. Alright, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, uniform. Like the airspeed thing screaming at me. It's like, no, I know I'm at 80 knots. That's where I want to be right now. What's the next one? It's an intersection. I don't want to do an intersection. I want to go straight to... We're not going to do an airway because we're too good for airways. Also, since I'm not using ATC. Bravo, Victor. Victor. Lima. Then, is it just KBVL? No, it's KENV. A. E. N. B. Wendover. Okay, there we go. Flight plan inserted. Plane on. Not in air. We need to fix that last part. Oh, what's the frequency for NTU? It is 112.7. Do 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 do. 112. Oh, nice of it. 7. 20 miles. It's going to take us more than 1,000 minutes to get there. Excellent. I already set that there, because that makes more sense to me. Alright, I'm bored of staring at an instrument panel. Let's see. Can we... Is there a taxiway? Yes! Look at that! And look, there's nobody here, so if I don't actually follow the taxiways, who's gonna care? No one. I think I forgot to turn my transponder off, too. I sure did. Damn it, Fatty, you're supposed to tell me. Okay. Oh, that's not... I mean, I guess we could take off in the grass, but... You're working and watching a stream? Ugh. You should feel ashamed. Stop! Landing lights. Strobe. Fuel pump. Go. Full mixture. Even though we're at 5,200 feet. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, well, I guess that's okay then. Alright, we're about to get to my favorite part. This airplane. And my favorite part of X-Plane. I love these, not flat runways. It's amazing. Get ready for the turbo whine. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, that's nice. Whoa! Stop it, plane. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to reset my trim. You can really stop bitching at me, because I'm not... thank you. I'm not sure what the sideways there was about. Not sure. So that whole checklist are for sissies things, I kind of regret that. No. I do. I haven't even finished my coffee yet. Oh, it's cold. I should go heat that up. What do we say it was gonna be? Like 200 and a million degrees? No, just 230. That's boring. There. Alright. Let's go ahead. No, I want prop. There we go. Pull it down 23.5? Yeah, sure. Why not? Pull that mixture out too. We are running super rich. I should also probably stop turning. Yeah, that's what Fatty was saying earlier. So my long-term plan is to fly this thing around the world. Because I think that would be super fun and awesome. Where am I going? You guys are supposed to be keeping track of this. Ah. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Okay. I'll get right on that. Yeah, we're tuned to the wrong frequency there. We need to be at 112.7. That's not that. 112.7. There we go. No, it was 2-something million degrees. We're close enough to Vel. Come on. Switch. 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 You're a crappy GPS anyways, no one cares. That is Metperial. Impetric? I like Impetric better. Okay. Yes. 11-teen and 12-teen should be a thing. Like, it drives me nuts that they're not. Okay, come up with something better than 12-teen then. I mean, you're right, it's not great, but... It says we should be flying 230, but my GPS does not. Oh, you know what? That's 230. That's 220. That was part of my problem. The other part of my problem is that... No? Oh, man. No, don't activate oh, crap. What did I do? Well, that worked, I guess. Direct. Enter. There we go. 9-13? What? Alright, so we didn't fly straight. We didn't actually fly over the VOR. We kind of, like, derped by. Oh, no, we're about on course. If I ever heard someone say 9-13, I think I would lose it. Oh, holy. So, over by the MTU VOR. Wait, no, wait, am I supposed to go over it or just fly by it? Shit! Nope, oh, fuck it. We need to be at, well, the minimum safe en route altitude here for this sector is 15,800. I didn't bring oxygen. I'm actually pretty impressed that the flame. Wow. Yep. The flame, guys. The flame is plying itself. Basically. But I haven't trimmed the, I don't have the autopilot on, and I haven't trimmed the ailerons at all. We're going a little left. If I level it out. A little bit down on the mixture. Did we just use, like, more fuel than I thought we would on takeoff there? I feel like we had more fuel than that when I took off, or when we were parked. See, now I'm worried about making it. I need to go this way a little bit. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You were supposed to double check the figures. We should make it. But look, we're burning right about like 800-ish? 900-ish? So, and we've got, I said 800-ish. Oh my god. 8. And we've got 12 in each tank. We've got, it's 24, that's 3 hours of flight time. Okay, we'll just go higher. We're supposed to be at 15.8 anyways. We'll just go higher. And, you know, I'm mountain folk, so I can handle it. I should probably figure out what the, frequency for the next VOR is, huh? Gonna be 116.6. Also, guys, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Fatty and Shalomar. Shalomar? If I butchered that, I'm sorry. Are we banking? Looks like we're banking. We're banking. Must go higher. Okay. Stream's not too laggy, is it? I was having some problems with that earlier. Where it was like, I don't know if I'd call it like frame rate issues, but it was like kind of snapping back and forth. I think I fixed it, but I can only see so much on my end, so harass me if it's messed up or anything. Okay, sweet. Good to hear. Read. See? Yeah, I've got OBS. I had OBS set to do 60 frames before and was doing hardware encoding, but Explain wanted to be a GPU hog, so I switched over to software encoding and reduced the frame rate. So now it's only at 30 frames on OBS's side, but that means that it's not really lagging. So stop going down. I will trim you all the way up. Oh yeah, I don't think I have any dropped frames. Yeah, I have 0 dropped frames. It wasn't so much dropped frames, it was like I would move my view, and then on the like, even though for me it would be really super smooth, on the stream it would be like snapping back and forth really fast. Oh, there's that torque. Did I set that altimeter? Yeah, close enough. I wish I had I wish the Nav1 and Com1 were part of the radio stack instead of integrated into the GPS. That'd be cool. Doo-doo. You know what I never do? I never turn on my timer. Even when I'm flying big jets, I always forget the timer. Alright, we're gonna switch you... How far out are we? 11 miles. Oh, wait until I get a little bit closer. I still wish I could close these blinds. Curtains. Curtains, they're curtains. I think it'd be really cool. Oh, that's loud. Don't do that. I mean, duh, but... My brain doesn't word. I may have just broken everything. Oh! Oh, dearie me. Okay. So that changes the livery of the plane, and now we have a blue background. And we're also in a Turbo Aero 3. So, let's change that back and mess with the aerodynamics in flight again. And there it is. Okay. Wow. So, those click spots are bad. Just flight Y. Oh, my second favorite feature of this aircraft? Yeah, I did that. $10,000. Yeah, I was just like sitting here playing with it. It's awesome. It's cool that that's a thing. I shouldn't be able to do that while I'm flying. Alright, how we doing? Feels looking good. We're still in the left tank. Once we hit 10... Hey, go out and check the oil for me. I think we might be low. Only 4,000 feet to go. 4,800. 5,000 feet to go. What? That'd actually be pretty sick, like if you had a jack that had big tires and you could like put it down and attach it to the car and like jack up the non-drive wheels and like swap it out. You should be able to post a YouTube link, yeah. If not, I don't know how to show it, but I don't have them disabled, so try it. Yeah, cool. I will try to remember to check that out when the stream is over. Whenever that is. We still have, like, a lot of miles to go. Oh, 8, we're almost there. 2 miles. Go. I forgot what my next. It is. That's MTU. We're going there next, which is 116.6. If I was smart, I would have just tuned it in here as soon as I looked it up. Okay. And that should be 262 degrees. Ah. Oh, I don't have my... Oh, that's fine. There-ish. Oh, we're basically going that way already. I don't know how that happened. How did I get that far off track between Vernal and whatever this one's called? This needs to go to 116.6. And this one needs to go to Roosevelt. No, Mighton. 112.7. Episode of 62's 98, 262's 98. Did I math that right? It was 82. 98. Alright. 12.6. Maybe we'll just, like, chill here. I think we're... Although with the turbo, we could probably fly pretty high. This is one of the longer legs. Let's go up to 15.8. See how she does. How's my gas temp doing? Yeah, we're still good there. 24,000, so manifold pressures come up a little bit. And we're turning again. I want to go heat up my coffee, but I'm afraid that I'll come back and my plane will be upside down. That's pretty intense. Look, man, I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible, okay? We only have 23 gallons of fuel left. You think that I would trust you with this plane? Mr. Flying a Cub at 18,000 feet? You're a silly, silly man. Look at that beautiful line right in the center. Actually, should come this way a little bit. Back on my bug. Gotta squash it. There we go. So I was thinking about doing an around the world thing in A2A's Comanche. But I don't know, I like flying that thing kind of like for shorter hops. I don't know. I like X-Plane. I love the, oh yeah, the Comanche, especially with the tip tanks. You can do like, I want to say like 1,200 miles. If you're pretty good at fuel management. This thing with the turbo, well, what was that, like 35 gallons each wing? Maybe. The Cherokee's the fixed gear one. It doesn't have the tip tanks, I think. And the Comanche's the one with the tip tanks and the retractable gear. I'm not even going to try to remember what numbers Piper calls them. I think the Comanche is actually like a P824? Cherokee's like P826? I don't know. back the other way. I love that plane, and I love A2A's, like, persistent kind of damage, cumulative hours, change the oil kind of thing. But right now, I'm loving flying X-Plane, you so silly. We're just gonna not look that way anymore. PA-28. Okay, so it is 24 for the Comanche, but 28 for the Cherokee. Hey, no worries. Thanks for looking that up, though. I can never remember the numbers. Their numbers make no sense to me. You know how to decode their numbers? Then teach me the ways of the Piper, I guess. I don't really care that much, actually. We're not looking to the right. It's not a thing that we're gonna do. Oh god, it's still there. I need to, I feel like I should install that mesh add-on. I can't remember what it's called. I'm not really a fan of the ortho stuff, but having a higher resolution terrain mesh would be cool. I can't remember the song, or else I'd try to hum the song. And then I'd butcher it anyways, and then you'd be mad at me, so... Let's just open this window again. I guess I'm weird in that I don't love photo scenery, photo. I don't love the photo reel stuff. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if this is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's the thing that bothers me, is I don't... Like, all of the colors generally match up on this. Which is great. And if it was just like, you know... Here was green, or like a light green, and then here was a really dark green, I'd be like, what? That just looks bad. And honestly, the X-Plane textures, for the most part, look pretty good without it. Leaps and bounds better than repaired, I think. Oh, right, we're not looking to the right. I have not, no. I also don't want to spend, like, all of my hard drive space on it. because I would definitely be one of those people trying to download the entire world. Why did you give up on X-Plane? Clean Windows, dirty Windows. Clean Windows, dirty Windows. Yeah. I've read a couple of places that, regarding seasons, that they might be adding it. Which, oh my god, is that clouds? Weird. Which would be really nice. The other thing that I actually really hate about X-Plane are those contrails. What is that? They're so bad. Yes, that's a contrail. It's supposed to be. So I've noticed that it seems like they have a general puffy particle effect, I guess I'll call it. If you're on the ground in a jet or even in a prop, and you get the backwash from the engines, if it's wet, it's that same gray color. And then smoke from engines. I keep looking right and seeing the phallic needle of doom. Smoke from the engines is like the exact same particle effect. And then not only is it like just a really weird gray color, but they're so short and just like absurdly puffy. They're weird. I don't like them. Especially when you've got things as awesome as like the FSFX immersion contrails. The rock cock. Nice, I like it. But the FSFX contrails, especially for like 737 or 777 immersion, are amazing. And then you come into X-Plane and see that, and it's just, it makes you sad. Makes me sad. Let's switch tanks. Nope, that's not how you switch tanks. That's how you switch tanks. Oh, geez. We're up at 17,000. Yeah, they're nice. And with it's nice that X-Plane has effects on the windshield too, but I think that True Glass, and from the looks of it, PMDG's Rainmaker thing, are gonna kick X-Plane's water windshield effects ass. That was a lot of S's in a row. So I'm excited for the 748 to come out, just to see that, how it compares to True Glass. I don't even remember what it was. What windshield water's effects, but I butchered it and said something else. I don't remember. It'll be on the VOD
Hey, I give up. Not talking anymore.
What is going on with that water? Oh, by the way, I lied. I'm totally gonna talk. But I would like to know what's going on with that water. It is like some trippy dance party over there. Just the shadows are freaking out. I can't decide if it wants to be a shadow or a reflection, I think. Oh, we're almost to 18,000. We're down to 117 knots, though. Also, my things thinks we're still going to MTU. Guess what? We're not. Dang it, I just did that again. There. There we go. Oh, I wonder if part of it's because of the propeller. So I'm looking at it through the propeller, so I think that's making it freak out. Or it's a fish party. That looks like a reservoir. Based on that river, but there's a dam right there. Oh. Transition altitude reach. Altimeters reset. Did I swear? I don't know what I said. What did I say? I did not say fish fucking. So. Oh. Right there. Sorry, mate, you've been banned for chat for swearing. Should probably stop climbing. Should probably also check my mixture. Yup. Pull that out. Why are you turning? Because I have trim in and I just pulled out a lot of torque. Did those clouds just appear? I feel like those clouds just appeared. I'm pretty sure those clouds just appeared while I wasn't looking. I don't trust you, clouds. They're magic clouds. Alright, how are we looking on... I am so far off of the MTU VOR path, but pretty much, kind of, sort of, not really spot on for FFU. Might want to fire yourself while you're at it, man. Sitting on stream instead of working. Alright. Are we levelish? We're almost levelish. Ooh, can we see it? Oh, not really. It's just... That's not... I mean, that's kind of, but not really how that works. I don't know. Maybe it's just a perspective thing. Oh, have we achieved level flight? No, we have not. If this were P3D, my guy would be blacking out. I suspect. I did that once in the, the Aero Commander 500. No, because that has... No, the 690 has oxygen. The other one doesn't. I flew too high and blacked out. I thought my game had crashed, because everything just went black, and but I could still hear noises. And then I figured it out. There's actually a kind of a sad story about a private, I think it was a TBM 850 pilot that went to go fly somewhere, and they were flying at like 16,000 feet, and he had forgotten to pressurize the cabin, and they blacked out, and the plane just kept flying until it ran out of fuel. And it crashed. Whoa. Okay, just because we're in IFR conditions doesn't mean we can slack off. In fact, it is exactly the opposite. There we go. Let's keep going. Get back on that track. That was very silly of me. Gotta keep that trim. Oh, is that terrain failure? I can see through the planet! No, never mind. That's weird fog layer failure. Something. doing 38 miles. So what's next after FFU? Black screen coming up. After FFU is going to be BVL, which is 112.3. I'm just gonna get that tuned in now. No. There we go. 112.3, I said? Yeah. Okay, that's there, so I remember. Now I just have to swap the standby frequencies. Almost back on track. Still only going 124 knots, but if we get level, no, I don't want to go down. I want to see how fast we can get going up here. Might be slower, but we're burning less fuel. We are... oh. Burning so little fuel. That is wonderful. Oh. Yeah, that would be awesome. Land with the parking brake on. Oh, it's so beautiful. Basically on track. I'll just give it a little bit more aileron trim. Okay. I'm gonna take like 30 seconds and go heat up the rest of my coffee. I will BRB. I'll leave you with some music. Never mind, no music for you. Okay, now I'm back. And we did not die. Oh, we didn't even get that far off course! I am awesome! I also have hot coffee now. Which is not the GTA San Andreas mod. Literally coffee that isn't warm. So what you're saying, Fatty, is that you are not that giant rock. So since I got so high, I mean, I imagine that this is like 13.8, which is why that minimum safe altitude is 15.8. I left my fuel pump on this whole time. I think. Yeah, I did. Also my landing lights. Also, we're turning a lot. No, stop turning. And we still have not gotten down to 10 gallons in that other tank. So yeah, fly high, fly far. Oh, that's too far. That's all. Shut up. Did I turn you off? No, I didn't. Okay, we're gonna close you. Because can't hear you anyways over the engines. Yeah, I know. I turned it on when I went AFK for 30 seconds, and realized that you couldn't hear it over the engine anyways, so... Maybe the engine's a little too loud? Yes, it is. I mean, I've got, like, my mic versus everything else balanced well, I think. I don't know, you have to tell me. But looking at the mixer, it looks like it's alright. But... Of course, I don't have my sound mixer open. Or Windows mixer thingy. Why is Firefox making noise? Did I not mute? Be right back, guys. Alright, back. Sorry about that. Anyways, it started listing a little bit. Why is... Oh, you know what? I bet the wind is freaking out because we're over mountains. Yeah. And we're about to fly over Class Bravo. Well, we're already in whatever above whatever is. Yeah, I did that before. This... I haven't done it with an X-Plane video, though, which I probably should have done before I started streaming. Because... Come on. There we go. It's... silly... plane is so loud. Meow. We're gonna go there. Bring that back up a little bit. Too far. But there. Now I could put, music on. Now, how far do we have to go? We've got... Oh, we've only got 18 miles. I'm not gonna do that now. Let me undo the changes I just did. Yeah, I think it was there. Alright, so since we've got only 18 miles to go, I suppose I should start looking at approach charts and things. Okay, Wendover. Alright. So... Sorry everybody, but I'm gonna turn on autopilot for a moment. Which will just be... it's just heading stuff. I wanna get back on track, which is... yeah. Alright. There we go. Alright, so here's where we're landing. It's called, Wendover. It's in Wendover, Utah. There's no tower. The elevation is 4th. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. Okay. What's the KENB Metar. Yeah, so once we got up to 18,000, I mean, look at that beautiful, like, lack of fuel flow. It's great. Just stare at it for a minute. Alright, altimeter 29908. I'll just set that in now. There-ish. Okay, and wind is 130 at 4 knots, so we'll take runway 12. Do we have... what kind of approaches for 12 do we have? We don't. Okay, so here's the plan. We're gonna get over the airport, we're gonna cut the throttle, go full flaps, and dive. So this is what it's supposed to look like, in case anyone's wondering. What the... is that? That's... okay. Oh, but man, if I land runway 12... okay, do you think that we can do this? What? No, like 6,000 at least. Do you think we can do this where we don't fly into Nevada? If I just come along here... just skate in. I could probably do it. I don't know. We'll see. 10 miles. The border is like 100 yards from the edge of the runway. Not even that. Okay, so what I want to see is how far from the VOR is it? It's 12 miles, and we are 8 miles. We're 20 miles from the airport. With our super duper 10,000 times binoculars. I think it's probably gonna be too close. No, yeah, it's on the side of the hills. God, that's so bad. I'm sorry. The view moves around way too fast. All right. Shut up. Yes, I have control. Okay, quiet. Stop. Thank you. Yeah, I love the uber duper 10,000 times binoculars. They're pretty great. If anyone's is wondering, this is a perfectly acceptable pitch. It's totally okay. In fact, or I'm not gonna do that. And by IT guy, you mean mess up all the computers, right? You won't hear that. Oh well. Okay, so according to the charts, the airport should be before these hills. I don't see it. And also, this is all supposed to be like salt flats. So, this is very silly terrain. Lake, mountains, desert, VOR, airport. Here's what I'm talking about. Lake, mountains, desert, VOR, airport. Okay. Everybody get that? Good. So we're over the lake. Here's the mountains. That's supposed to be desert, I assume? Because we're 3 miles from the VOR. You know what? I'm super dumb. We have another VOR to go to. Oh, why? Wow. That's amazing. Wow. One 6.6. I just can't even. I can't even. We still have 89 miles to go. So dumb. At least that gives me time to eat my oranges. And drink my coffee. Where do we need to go? And that, it's gonna be like 270-ish. 280. No, stop doing that. Yeah. 276. Let's bring the heading up to like there, and let's be lazy. Nice. And let's get back into the climb. I can't believe I did that. Oops. I did not just cut off the fuel. I don't think that. You know what? We can just stay here, though. We don't need to... 14,000? Yeah, that's fine. Because from here... 11,000, 11,400, then 7,000. Wow. I'm so good at piloting. Okay, now we're on course-ish. I'd just like to say, if I was flying this in real life, that I would have actually prepared, and not just been like, well, let's fly now. But, to me, that's kind of part of the fun of the... Sometimes it's fun to super prepare, but sometimes it's fun to just be like, let's go this way. I haven't planned my route for around the world. My plan is basically just to kind of head... Wow, I just totally failed at cutting open this orange. Kind of head northwesterly till we get to Alaska. I don't know how realistic I want to do it. I don't know if I want to like plan fuel stops and everything. Sorry, I'm tearing open this orange notebook. Top half of the orange is gross. I'm gonna not eat that one right now. Yeah, I don't... Or if I wanted to actually plan fuel stops, like make sure that where I'm going has fuel for me, I'd have to go, down the Aleutian Island chain. I think I'll have to check the range of this plane, but I'm hoping I can hop over. There'll have to be one long flight that I don't know if this plane can make it. I have to check that. But I kind of like doing these shorter hops, even though it's like making it takes a lot more time. Because landing, I mean, the navigation is fun, but landing and taking off is also more fun, I think. And I'll have to look at, I kind of want to see if I can disable the GPS, just do like pure VOR navigation. VOR and ADF. That would be pretty fun too. I don't know if you can do that with this guy though. One thing that I liked about, hello clouds, that I liked about A2A stuff is that it has so many options for GPS. You know, on the 182, you can run either, you can run a GTN, 750, 650, you can do a GNS 530 and 430, you can do, something else that they put in themselves. You can do no GPS. A lot of options. And it's a fantastic simulation. I wish that they had something for X-Plane, and I wish the Flight 1 stuff worked for X-Plane. A really juicy orange. I didn't bring a napkin. Okay. So we're out of the, over the mountain. That's the Great Salt Lake. Green Salt Lake City's over there. And that is the salt deserts that I thought we were at. So, to recap, TK's dumb. We're doing this. We're not going up there. So, we just passed over that. We're heading towards those mountains, I suppose. Up there. And again, 11,400 is as high as we need to be. We're at 15.9, or 14.9. So right now, we should be here-ish or here-ish? $71 miles. So I guess we're... Oh wait. I guess we're here. Can I see... That I opened the window again. Can't really tell. That looks like the little cove that I was looking at, though. Yeah, okay, so I bet that's the little cove that I was looking at. Well, little. It's actually kind of big. Mountains. Okay, yeah. We're here. About to cross over these mountains, which are these guys. we're gonna get here, which is those guys. And then we get to the Great Salt Lake Desert. Gee, I wonder where that is. And then we'll get to the VOR and then to the airport. So. Yeah. I'm awesome in navigation. Are we descent? No. It still freaks me out. I feel like we're descending. I feel like our nose is pointing down. Which it's not. It may be like 1 degree. But... we lean out. Lean. Lean. Too much. Okay. We're looking good on fuel. We'll let him come down maybe 7-8 gallons. We're like sitting right around 9 now. Once we do that, we'll switch over back to the left tank. Which I might not need to do before we land. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna let it cruise and I'm gonna finish eating my orange. That was a delicious orange. It's one of those heritage oranges. So yummy. In my tummy. I feel like I should have gone to Provo. Not for like fuel or anything, just because it would have been a shorter leg. I'm getting antsy. I wanna land! Stop beeping. Stop beeping, thank you. No acrobatic maneuvers, including spins approved. Well, you're no fun. My natural instinct is to, like, keep pulling up. Okay, now we're descending. But even when we're level-ish, I want to pull up more. Just because this looks, it's way below the horizon. Nope. I was messing with my view keybinds, and I guess I forgot to rebind, move view up and down. We're actually gaining altitude, and I want to just pitch up even more. It just feels so weird. I feel like the viewpoint is a little too high. I don't know. I've never sat in one of these, so I have no idea. Maybe the sight picture is just way different than anything I've ever flown. Flown a tri-pacer. a 172, and some little kit plane. But all of them had kind of the same thing where you kind of keep the cowling level with the horizon. Alright. Coming to the mountains. Hello, mountains. I was gonna complain about the trees in X-Plane, but it's not like Prepared's trees are any better. I mean, even using, like, the Orbex trees, I haven't tried, Turbulent Designs Terraflora. But looking at the videos, it doesn't, I mean, it looks good, but not amazing. It explains alright, I guess. DCS has awesome forests. If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've flown in DCS. But I used to think that their forests were awesome. It just sucked that they were not collidable. Just magically flying a Ka-50 through the trees was great. Fuel flow's good, RPM's good, oil pressure, oil temp, or fuel pressure. Wow, we almost have our oil temperature nominal. Almost. It's taken us 3 hours. But we're almost there. I think I'm gonna probably try to plan shorter routes, shorter hops, just because landing's fun. Heck, maybe I'll just like plan to fly over airports and do a touch and go and keep going, just for the fun of it. You know what? While we're sitting here basically doing good, let's look it up. Alright. What are we in? I bet Just Flight has good documentation for it. See if it's on their website. Justflight.com. Come on, guys. Where's the manual? Alright, I'm just gonna go and see if it's on my hard drive. Boop, 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 boop. Aircraft. Turbo arrow. Documentation. There it is. Here we go. Yes, I just opened that. I'm looking it up on my other screen. getting off course a little bit. Panel selector. Okay. Pilot storm window? Oh, what? That thing? Huh. Level out. And trim. Oh, wow, really? Seems like I need some rudder trim. I don't have a rudder trim button. Oh well. Okay, we're still looking for... through that. This is more of a product manual than an aircraft manual. I was kind of hoping it'd be, more like, operator's handbook. Okay. Still looking here. They've got their tutorial flight. Oh, actually, okay. 28 inches of mercury. 23 RPM. Which, we're a little low on the pressure, but that's fine. Checklists. Oh. Alright, what's in here? 034. Operating data manual. That is way too much bank, sir. Way too much bank. You need to knock that off. No. There. Rude. Range cruise power. So 55% power. It's saying we should be able to do almost 1,000 miles, but that's if we don't keep anything in the tanks for reserve. So with the 45-minute reserve, we'd want to do still 55% power, which is basically what we're at. Now we're at 65. So somewhere between 800 and 900 miles. Oh, good God. That is potentially 5 to 6 hour flight. Welcome back, Fatty. How many computers did you break? Wait, no, don't tell me. I'm gonna guess 4. Servers count as 2, by the way. $38 miles to go. Wait, you broke 4 computers and a server? Oh, yeah, them's some skills, man. Damn, some skills. Hey, there's a glide time chart. If we start at 15,000 feet, we could potentially glide 22 miles. Potentially. If I'm reading that right. Which who knows if I'm doing that or not. It's okay. You missed the epic drama of me realizing that I was actually not flying to the final VOR, and I still had almost 100 miles to go. So, yeah. That's a thing that happened. I feel like that nose is too low. There, that's it's level-ish. I was hoping to, not do that, actually. I mean, I could, but, you know, death, destruction, etc. Oh, there's a table. I like tables. Power setting table. $1 million. I don't know. So I need to figure out what the longest hop would be. Potentially. is that an airport? Yes. So, Erickson, Alaska. Oh, there's one right there. What is that? I'm paying attention to my other monitor and not this one. Casco Cove. Is that an actual airport, or is that a water thing? Let's hope it's an actual airport. Casco Cove, Alaska to Pavlovsk? Nailed it. That would be... okay. Wait. What? I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, do I just do, that's it. That's how I do that. Okay, there, it is 568 miles. Definitely doable. That's gonna be like a 4-hour flight. Yeah, about a 4-hour flight. And then, oh, Shimini Weemini. That might not be the longest leg. Well, from there to there. That's 714 miles. This is called on-the-fly route planning. When you're 30 miles from your destination and you're planning a flight like 10 days in the future. That's how I roll. So I think I can, yeah, so if we kind of do the shorter hops thing, fly up into Washington, fly up Canada, fly down the Aleutian Islands, hop over to Russia, then hop over to... I actually don't know who owns that island. Still... yeah, that's still Russia. What? Yes, okay, I know my gyro is... ugh, go away. And then hop down to Japan, Korea, China. Okay, but if I'm gonna do that, I have to, like, hop all the way through the Philippines, into Papua New Guinea down to Australia, and then go back up. I'm wiggling my mouse around on my other screen, because I know you can see that, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. I totally missed what you're referring to with the confidence thing and the chair thing. Because I was super focused on Skype. You just told me! I know! Sorry, talking about the X-plane being a jerk. Oh, you know what I should probably do? Is not continue flying at 17,000 feet when I'm 20 miles out. Really? Really, X-plane? Because I thought that my directional gyro was aligned with magnetic north. Oh, God! Oh, Jesus, that's fast. Nailed it. I just broke the golden rule, which is follow the placards. I am not flying with FS economy at the moment, no. I've actually only done like 3 flights ever in FS economy. Oh my god, there's like 6 magnetic gyro warnings that popped up. That was awesome. Oh my god. Go away. Okay, I'm sorry, you have to see me go in the settings. Is it that one? I think it's that one. Seven what's? Did I say a number? I'm so confused. So, about FS economy, I've flown a few of them, but I got annoyed that I couldn't fly the planes that I wanted to fly, really, and so I just went back to using, like, oh, was it 7 notifications? Well, I got rid of them now, so, but I stopped doing FS economy, really, and started doing more Flight Sim Captain, until I joined, the VA that I'm in. Which I'm not doing flights for right now, I'm just doing flights because they're fun. I didn't actually count how many times I clicked got it, but I'm pretty sure it was at least 6. Yeah, but then it's like, go fly over here. Oh, also, the place that you want to fly to is the wrong direction, so you have to pay money because you're flying the wrong way. It ended up... I'm lazy, okay? It was too much effort. I feel the same way about Air Hauler. Like, I love the concepts. 11 miles. I love the concepts, but it's just effort. Like with FS Captain, I could just be like, I'm flying a 737 to here. And they're like, okay, here's some passengers. Woo! Actually, I have to say the FS Captain was probably my favorite um, thingy. Yep, FS Captain's my favorite thingy. Okay, but if it's mimicking real life... I'll answer the FS Captain question in just a second. So if it's... FS Economy is supposed to be mimicking real life, then how the hell did I go from, say, Centennial Airport to San Diego instantly to fly a different plane? Like, I get the concept, but... And it makes sense, that's fine. But it was... Okay, what plane do I want to fly? Oh, is it a plane... Drugs. What? Do drugs make you teleport now? I need to get some of those. They're... Just kidding, Twitch. And YouTube. Finding a plane I want to fly. Finding it at an airport near where I want to fly to, or fly out of. And then finding the right cargo job and everything else. I love the concept. Wow, this road would suck to drive on, but it's great to fly along because it just leads me straight to the airport. It's a great concept, and I can see where... And I want to do that kind of thing, but at the same time, it's just too much effort. Oh god, that's my zoom. Wow! Okay, don't push that button. Yeah, it's... And there's some satisfaction in planning it and, you know, keeping track of the finances and everything like that. If I'm gonna do that, I may as well play something more in-depth and... Like, for as long as FS Economy's been around, I feel like the development is... meh. Like... God, 20 years almost? And it's... Well, probably not that long. But 15 years? And it's just like... It looks like a website from 2000. And there's no... Like... You can update things, guys. Especially when there's alternatives. I mean, granted, you have to pay for it, but like Air Hauler 2, which from Just Flight, it's still early access beta for the new version, but it's so much better, and like the fleet management, and you can recruit AI pilots. They even have like some VA integration stuff. It's awesome. I don't mean to hate on FS Economy. I think it's really cool. I was super excited to kind of get into it, and then I kind of got... This is going to be the best straight-in approach ever. Do you see that? That's amazing. Okay, we're going over. Because it is. It's cool, and it has its place. It's just not super for me. But to go way back, FS Captain is very much, I feel, more oriented towards... Ooh, I have no idea if Air Hauler is compatible with X-Plane. I want to say I don't know. I can look that up once I land. FS Captain is definitely more oriented towards, you know, kind of airliner flying. There's not really any... There's not so much of the management stuff, though you can... Okay, cool. Thanks, Fatty. You can kind of start your own airline and work your way up. Oh, cool. Is it a separate thing over... What about Air Hauler 2? Okay, so if they have Air Hauler 1 for X-Plane, I would imagine, hopefully, that they would eventually bring Air Hauler 2. I actually haven't ever used one, so I can't say how it compares. But I really like 2. It definitely still feels beta early accessy, but it's getting there, and it's pretty awesome, I think. And we're fine. Yeah. FS Captain is kind of like a VA if you're not in a VA. But it adds some kind of immersive stuff. You can't fly like a crazy person. It rates your flying and stuff like that. If you're really into like the procedural... Oh really? That's... sucks. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by this. They don't develop the X-Plane, or they stop development of Air Hauler 2? Okay. Yeah, so FS Captain is really great on the kind of hey, as long as you're looking out the window and I can like look over and read chat and everything, then that's fine. But no, FS Captain is really good from like a procedural kind of standpoint and keeping track of like money you make by how many hours you've flown and stuff like that. So it really is the virtual airline like, with the option of making your own and running your own. I already set my altimeter. Yeah, I did. Let's just refresh it. I wish X-Plane had borderless windowed. Maybe it does, and I just don't know how to do that. I'm also way too high on this approach. 2996. You're gonna get a little bit of that straight down, I guess. Let's pull the throttle out. Let's go full prop. Bring the mixture in. Get flaps out. And then let's speed up because it's gonna start screaming at me. Okay. Deeper. 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 Steeper. Steeper. Not that steep. There. Nope, too steep. It should be good. Alright. Oh, that's right. I was gonna try to not fly into Nevada. Forgot about that. Where's that? Do they have that runway? Yes, they do. Alright, so this is gonna be interesting. Let's trim up a little bit. I'm gonna call the edge of the green there is gonna be Nevada. Everybody knows all of Nevada is brown. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Oh god, it's beeping and it just freaked me out. Sorry, not sorry, Nevadans? I don't know what's that word for people from Nevada? Well, at least this is gonna be like a left base. At least we're kind of doing the right pattern. I don't know if there's a tower or not. I also don't— ooh, there's a train! That's fucking— there's 2 trains! There's 3 trains! That's so cool! I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that train was on that train, but no, it's another train. Also, we don't have those kind of trains here, so that's kind of silly. Oh, there's 4 trains! What? Okay, I apologize for that freak out. I didn't know that was a thing. There's 4 trains and then a really bad looking highway. Okay, we need to like slow down more. Please stop beeping at me. Stop beeping. Stop beeping. Thank you. Alright. Here we go. Nope, nope, nope. Must not touch Nevada. Oh, watch that airspeed. Alright, here we go. I think those trees would technically be the Nevada line, but... okay. This runway is long enough. Nailed it. Other than like that really crappy very, very end of the approach, but nailed it. Yes. Excellent meme there, sir. I approve of the meme. Okay, so whichever one of you forgot to remind me about landing lights and fuel pump. Thanks for killing me. That one is strobes. Okay, look, you're either the co-pilot or you're not the co-pilot. Make up your mind. Alright, should we go maximum taxi speed and try to, like... Wait, where do I even... Just park right here. And... That's not how that works, fatty. Unbelievable. Dumb people. Where's my airport chart? It's that I've broken everything. No, we're not at Boise. There's Salt Lake. Wendover. Airport diagram. So we're there, so okay. So we do need to take that taxi. There's a sign that says terminal. Points that way. I didn't need to look at the airport chart. Why aren't you not supposed to be? There. The X-plane... I figured that's what you meant. Either that or VR. The X-plane... Like... My joystick is wobbly and it... makes... ruddering hard. Yep, ruddering. Also did not enter Nevada, so... A long taxi. Also, it looks like I don't have any anisotropic filtering. That's really obnoxious. I think I'm gonna double park behind that CRJ. Just to piss him off. I have... Well, I was configuring a chatbot, but... then I got lazy and stopped. I meant to keep doing... Oh, there's a Dash 8 over there. I'll park next to him. I like Dash 8s. But, 100? I'm gonna park under his wing. I also didn't have a flight plan or anything, so I didn't upload or put anything on Project Fly, or else I'd have all that fancy stuff. Is that a... That's not a Dash. You're an imposter. What the hell is that? I don't know. Like how I'm just driving around the airport. No, that's not a 228. That's like 228 has that silly slanty nose that like makes it point down. It's weird. That's way too big for a 690, I think. I was thinking like an ATR, maybe? I don't know. The belly thing for the gear is what threw me off. And stop. Okay, parking brake. Yoink. Nice. Turn that off. Turn that off because it drops off. Turn that off. Avionics off. And see, once again, you didn't remind me to put my transponder in standby. Alright. How do we end up on fuel? I should have swapped tanks. Look at that imbalance. Ugh. Oh, off. And okay, cool. Oh. I just want to look at this plane. I don't know what it is. That's a really weird profile. I have no idea. Oh well. But I'm gonna call it for now. I've got some stuff that I've got to go take care of. Tonight I will be back on playing with my buddy BT Viking. I'm not sure what we're gonna play yet. But is it an ATR? Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I'll be back on tonight probably. We won't be doing flights, and we'll be doing something else. I'll make an announcement on Twitter before we go live, just saying what we're playing and stuff like that. Thank y'all for tuning in, and thank you for the follows. I really appreciate that. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and hope to catch you next time. Take care.